Okay, in this guitar instructional video, we're going to be playing some leads over some simple chords. I have an E7, and we're going up here to the 12th fret of the 5th string, sliding from the 12th fret to the 14th fret with the 3rd finger. So if you're familiar with this scale, as all guitar players who are endeavoring to play lead need to be, the blues scale with the extension, or the pentatonic scale. You're gonna have no problem with this one today. So, 5th string from the 12th to 14th fret with the 3rd finger. 12th and 14th frets on the 4th string, 1st and 3rd finger. And then 12th and 14th fret again on the 3rd string. But instead of using the 1st and 3rd finger, use that 2nd finger. 1st finger on the 12th, 2nd finger on the 14th fret to slide up to the 16th fret. Now you're in that extension. 15th, 17th frets, 2nd string, 1st and 3rd finger. Once again, 15th and 17th frets with the 1st and 3rd fingers. Back to that 15th fret on the 1st string. Culminating with the 17th fret. Happens to be an E note. Okay? See how it resolves? Now, if you can play that, if you want to practice that, practice it very slowly. Try to alternate your picking. You don't have to give that vibrato at the end, but finish up on an E. Play the E7 right here as well. And you're in closer proximity to play this pentatonic scale. It's essentially what it is. So we're giving it a practicality, you know, we're using it. If you're brand new to this, now you know how to you'll be able to apply it. So we got application, or if you've been practicing it recently, you're not sure how to apply it, just one of thousands of ways that you can apply this. And it looks like this, old school here, a Thomas Clemens guitar instruction. Hopefully you like pets here, as we got a lot of videos of Wally. But then we're going to do the exact same thing with A7, and I'll give you A7 right now. It's the exact same thing. So if you got this pattern memorized, especially the fingering, you don't have to think about the frets when you get to A7. So we're playing A7. Now we're starting on the 5th fret of the 5th string. 5th to 7th fret with the 3rd finger. And now we're on the 5th and 7th fret of the 4th string with the 1st and 3rd fingers. Now, by the time that you get to the 3rd string, you play that 5th fret with the 1st finger, 7th fret with the 2nd finger on the 3rd string, sliding up to the 9th. Now you're in that extension. That's the extension. That's a pentatonic scale in and of itself. A lot of players will got something to aspire to right there. I use that all the time when I'm playing out. Then you play the 10th, 8th and 10th frets with the 1st and 3rd fingers. On both the 2nd and 1st strings, going back to the 8th fret, 1st string, 1st finger, culminating or ending 10th fret of the 2nd string with the 3rd finger. So it's just like this. So far we're gonna have E7. Back to E7. Now to a B7. Or you can play it that way too. You open. You can use all bar chords for before you get to those leads. This is going to be different. Just something a little different there. That's right in the pentatonic scale or the blues scale without the extension. And I got a couple notes outside the box. Seventh fret, first string, first finger. 10th fret, second string, 7th fret. 1, 4, 1. By the time you get to that third string, because you're just playing 7th fret, 10th fret, 7th fret. Now you're playing 10, 9, 7th fret. 10th, 9th, and 7th frets on the third string with the 4th, 3rd, and first finger. Now just a 9th and 7th fret with the 3rd and first finger on the 4th string. Little chromatic here on the 5th string, 9, 8, 7, 10, 10th fret. On the 6th string to that B. Back to the E. Then just strum the E. So the whole thing will sound like this. Show you B. Okay, that was the B. So these two patterns are the same, just in different parts of the guitar, different parts of the fret, on the fretboard. If you can play this pattern, you can play it anywhere, and it's good to know because you're applying that pentatonic scale. And I'm telling you, that's what they use. Rock, hard rock, blues. That's essentially the scale that they use. They use the natural minors. People get into some harmonic or melodic minors, even the modes. But that's it. First few years of my guitar playing, this is all I was doing. And it worked. People, were wondering how long I had been playing for. I just been playing for a few years, but I had to force myself to learn theory. Then I forgot about it. Then I was lucky enough to have a mentor teacher that got to play with the Platters, second generation Platters. Well, they still had the original one singer. He played with them from 71 to 74 or something like that. And he said, you got to get your theory. You got to know your theory. I was like, how did this guy know everything? He could just hear music without his guitar and he knew what the chords were. He says, well, I applied theory and he had a jazz instructor and he just wasn't solely jazz, but so that's what I'm trying to stress. You see these different advertisements, guys. You might have heard me say this before, but it's worth noting again. You got to learn some basic theory. You don't have to learn a ton of it. Learn some basic theory. Learn your scales. And then you'll be playing the way that you want to be playing. You'll be playing all that music that you grew up with. Not much has changed. Music is the language of the emotions. And there's only so many notes in music. There's only so many notes in music, just variation on a theme. And, of course, I'm not the first one to say that, nor will I be the last, but that essentially summarizes it, if it can be summarized. But I hope you enjoyed this. Please check out my other videos, like and subscribe if you're digging it. Keep playing and have fun.